Cowboy is back in the UFC's testing pool. That's right, he's now in the UFC's drug testing pool. That's Donald Cowboy Cerrone, looking to make an early to mid 2025 return. It's a new year, a new chapter, new hair, new body, new muscles for Cowboy Cerrone, and he wants to make a return. He says probably June, July, we will make the comeback for just two more fights. I want 50 fights in the UFC. We see it right here in the year to round out the year of 2024. Donald Cerrone has one test session, one test submission for steroid testing. Let's see how this plays out. Are you guys interested in it? Let's break it down and get into it. We remember Cowboy a couple of months ago posted this on Instagram speaking about he's going to be warming back up, gearing back up, getting ready, getting back into shape for a fight, getting back in the training room after getting a hair transplant and getting back on steroids. Was working with Gordon Ryan. Let's take a watch and a listen back to this to remember it all.
Need 2 more fights. When I retired, I told you I was getting my hair done and get on steroids. For number 50, been sitting on my mind for a while. So I went over Transcend the last 2 years, taking TRT and a bunch of peptides. Now we got a protocol for all you people like, oh, what if you get on it, you can't ever come off? Well, I now have to come off and piss clean. Fight in a few months. So watch this.
Good video here. He's got the full head of hair. Gordon Ryan's training with him. He fully admits and is open about his steroid use. Is this a good thing for MMA? I tend to say no, probably not. We've seen how jiu-jitsu and Gordon Ryan himself has played out over his career and his battle with the critics and jiu-jitsu and the steroid usage in jiu-jitsu. Cowboy's openly saying that he's on TRT, peptides. He was on all the juice to get back into shape, to get back into form for fighting. Listen, is he going to come into this fight with more juice? Not literally the juice as in steroids, but more physical ability, more physical strength, more physical endurance, more physical speed, more physical capability, less wear and tear on the body because he was just on steroids? Absolutely. Now, how much is that going to impact the fight against his opponent who likely would not have been on such things? Probably not a ton, but it's gonna be there. It's gonna be a factor, and we all know this. He fully admits to it. He's completely open about it. Dana White, remember when he spoke about this after that video came out? Great video again, great production, loved it, fun video from Cowboy, but it's just, what is the meaning behind it? Okay, because that's not really something that we want to see in MMA, this blatant use of steroids.
Cowboy Cerrone said he's coming out of retirement.
I hate it.
He wants 2 more fights.
I hate it.
Is that
Love him, hate that. He retired. It's just what for what? What's left to prove? You know, if you want to make money, let's figure something else out. And I hate it.
And I wanted to ask you about.
So Dana White right there out in the open. He does not want to see Cowboy come back. He does not want to see Donald Cowboy Cerrone return to the UFC octagon. Listen, I don't either. I'm one of those guys who's more along the lines of, if you retire, stay retired, commit to it. You don't want to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out because you will never leave. We've seen what's happening with a guy like Tony Ferguson, who has fight news once again. This guy's on an 8-fight losing streak. He's completely destroyed himself to reinvent it. As an artist, I aim to show you something you've never seen before. This is an old head who is not in the peak prime of his career anymore. He's not in great shape anymore. We've seen the beatings that he has taken over the last couple of years. Cowboy was sustaining these same kind of losses, these same kind of beatings. Okay, you got back on steroids. What is that doing to your body down the line, man? You're already taking all this damage to the head, all this damage to the body from the fighting. What are these steroids gonna do to you, Cowboy? That's the question leading into this. So what do you guys think about this? Do you guys want to see Cowboy return? Will it be against Tony Ferguson? Tony's saying that he's got fight news coming soon. Is it against Cowboy? Rematch, Cowboy, Tony 2. If there's any fight Cowboy's going to come back to, I guess I would like it to be Tony Ferguson. Again, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Cowboy coming back, is this a good thing or a bad thing? We will see. by the end of 2025, whether he comes back or not.